Woo! What's going on, guys? Orange Form coming at you guys today with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be doing another draft analysis. This is my NFL draft player analysis for the Detroit Lions, my third one. And today I'm going to be doing cornerback Christian Gonzalez from the Oregon Ducks. Now, I've seen a few draft experts mocking Gonzalez to us at 6 and even 18 in the first round, okay? Now, guys like Mike O'Hara, Zuerlein, Bucky Brooks, Chad Reuter, check those guys out. Those guys all have Christian Gonzalez going to us either at 6 or 18. Now, I'm not really big on this pick after watching the tape of him. The Hulk's face right here kind of says it all for me. It's kind of like that, huh? You know what I mean? He's not one of my favorite players in this draft. Not a bad player at all. He's not. But in the first round, no. I think this guy's a second round player. I really do. But let's get to his stats, okay? Went to Oregon Ducks, 1 year there. He did play at Colorado. He was a Colorado Buffalo for 2 years. Started there. 6'2", 200 pounds, 21 years old. One of the youngest kids probably going into this year's draft in April. His stats, 3 years, Pac-12, Colorado and Oregon. 128 tackles, 6 tackles for loss, 17 pass deflections, 4 picks. No fumble recoveries, no forced fumbles, none of that. This guy does not scream playmaker, okay? He really doesn't, but he's a big kid. Now, he was a 2-year starter, like I said, at Colorado, into the transfer portal, went to Oregon. He's an Oregon Duck, and had a very good 2022. He really did. That's where he had his 4 picks. He didn't have any picks the 2 years prior at Colorado. Colorado was a bad football team too, though. So you have to, not really blaming the team itself, but he didn't do much other than the Oregon. And that's why I think his stock is rising. Now, he's a big kid, like I said. He has the length, good athlete. He can run really good with these wide receivers with ease. He has no problems transitioning into the run, running alongside these guys. He can do all that. He closes well on wide receivers. If he gets beat, which he does a little bit get beat. He is a controlled player most of the time, good leverage and position, and positions himself pretty good on wide receivers. I personally think he's a better zone cornerback. We'll get to that a little bit. And I think he's a natural at the cornerback spot. Now, he hasn't really played, he didn't play much corner in high school. He was, don't really know what he played in high school. Man, I should have wrote that down, but he's fairly new to the position. Only been playing a few years at the collegiate level, obviously, but he wasn't really a cornerback. So you're going to need some developing, but he looks like a natural. He understands route concepts. I'm pretty sure he played wide receiver in high school, though. I might have to double check that. But the kid, he's one of those guess right kind of quarterbacks, corners. At the collegiate level. Now let's see what happens when he enters the NFL. Could be a whole different story. Now he can high point the ball because he's got good size, being that 6'2", got that good length. He does play the run well. He's very willing to throw his body around. He doesn't shy away from tackling. He'll take on blockers. He doesn't play soft. He doesn't really play soft that much. Sometimes he'll get bullied, and we'll get into that a little bit, though. But he does have good size, so he needs to, I think, utilize that a little bit more. Now, with that, with the good comes with the bad. I think his back, but when you see him doing his back pedal, I think it needs a little bit of work, in my opinion. Causes some separation from other wide receivers. He takes way too many steps as a corner. He's a bit stiff at times, relies on his speed too much when he's especially when he's getting beat. If he's getting beat, he needs to be more focused on his technique rather than trying to make up for it with his speed. He'll get bullied at times, like I kind of alluded to, and that shouldn't be happening. Him being 6'2" at 200 pounds. Like, remember, he's a big kid. Like, he's a pretty big kid, but bigger wide receivers, I've noticed, give him some more problems at times more than not. And then when it comes to the smaller, speedier guys, he plays a little bit back a little bit too much. Doesn't like to be challenged. He gives a little bit too much of a cushion sometimes, and you can see it in the tape. You can just see it in the tape. Like, you'll see him coming up on a bigger guy. He's a lot closer. When it's a speedier wide receiver, you see him kind of drifting back. See him giving a little bit more cushion, And that's just not going to work at the NFL level. And he's just not a ball hawk. Like I said, didn't make a lot of plays at the collegiate level. No forced fumbles, no fumble recoveries. He did have 4 picks at Oregon his last year, but that's it. But that's really it. He's going to rely on his speed. That's basically what he is. And he's going to rely on his size. He is a big corner. He's a good sized corner. This guy could almost maybe possibility get moved to safety. I don't really know for sure. Just my opinion. It's my opinion on the guy. I think he'll start off at cornerback, but bottom line, I think he's a better zone cornerback in today's NFL. Now, that means because he's got that great size, he is an athlete with some good upside, but in my opinion, he'll be better playing farther away from the football. And I think the farther away from the football you're playing as a corner, you're 2 steps away from playing safety. You're almost a safety, and I think that's where he's going to be better at zone. Just being that big guy, he can kind of go to the football. He doesn't really have to cover anybody man to man at the next level. I'm not saying he can't do it, but I think he's going to struggle right off the bat. So I wouldn't be surprised if this kid gets moved to safety sometime in his career. Maybe he comes on and he's a damn good corner right off the jump. I think he's going to need some developing because he hasn't done it a lot. He's only done it for a few years now. Didn't do it in high school, and he could be playing safety. He just could be a guy that gets moved to safety because he's got the size, got the length. He's 200 plus pounds. He's 6'2". He's a big corner. It's not that he can't run with wide receivers. He can run with them. He can transition into, turning around, running the guys. He's a bit stiff at times, but he is an athlete. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with him. But when I watch him on tape, I almost see a safety. I'm like, that kid's going to probably be playing safety one day in the NFL. And that's not a bad thing. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but we got four experts, like I said, mocking him to the Detroit Lions. I had to take a deeper look at this guy, and I was like, man, I like him as a player. I don't know, I don't think he's a CB1. I don't know if he's even a cornerback 2. He probably could be a cornerback 2, but I wouldn't be shocked if this guy goes in the Ifiedo Melifonwu stage. Bouncing back and forth, figure this guy out. Is he a safety? Is he a corner? Is he a safety? Is he a corner? And I don't think we can really afford to do that at the 6th pick or the 18th pick. I really don't think we can do that not knowing where this guy's going to be. I like him as a player. I just don't like him in the first round. He's a 2nd round player, I think, coming off the board just because of his size and his length and his upside. But that's it. No shade on the kid. I know some people are probably going to get their feathers ruffled, and that's fine. That's just my opinion on him. I could be completely wrong, but that's the joy and that's the beauty of having a YouTube channel. You can have your own opinions, and I don't have to cater to anybody else's opinions. If you guys think he's better, that's cool. Let me know. Let me know if I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Let me know. It's fine. We can have a discussion about it as long as we're being cool. As long as we're being cool about it, that's fine. But that's what I think of him. Good player, good upside, good size. But I think he could possibly move to safety one day, and I don't think he's a CB1. I don't know if he's a CB2. He probably could be, but this is a kid that I have a feeling will get moved one day to the safety position. 2nd round player, guys. That's what I think he is. And he's being mocked to us in the 1st round. I think it's ludicrous. I actually do. I think it's crazy. But thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate you guys paying attention, tuning in. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button on the bottom right. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Get all my videos up top. Don't forget to like, comment, share this out. Christian Gonzalez, Oregon Ducks. What do you guys think? It's defense. We'll see what happens, man. Can't wait for the draft. Be coming up soon. Combine's coming first, though. That's right around the corner. So thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it. Go Lions. One pride, baby. Boom.